The world we once knew has been lost to shadow. Was it thunder and fire and brimstone? Drowned in flood and rain? Was it tragic decadence? A great fall? Unspeakable corruption? Or did the awakening of magic destroy our world? No one knows for certain. Reach through the shadowy mists. Find a fragment of land infested with shadowy corruption, yet lit enough to find your way. Find a creature of light, a synth. They are friendly and willing to guide you. Perhaps the two of you can find other survivors. Perhaps this land can serve as a shelter. Perhaps together you can build a sort of haven. Forge friendships to save the world.
Hello, 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 and welcome to the Unleashed Games weekly playtest, where you join us, me, the CEO, Irena of Unleashed Games, as we playtest our game Haven live, where we get cool guests to join us and give us their feedback and talk about game dev and do all the things that we love to do, which is make games. And we really appreciate you joining us. So thank you so much for joining us. We have some of our regulars. So happy to see you, Tozeb and Imaginary Heroes, Hannibal Crossing, Pagnus. It's so awesome to get you guys every single week. And also for the folks who are joining us for the first time, I'm really grateful to have you here because we are in for a treat. What you just saw is our teaser trailer. I call that our no-budget teaser trailer for the prototype that we have built, starring the incredible talents of Kelly Jeppesen, a concert violinist and composer, and the amazing, amazing Sissy Jones, voice actress within the game industry. And we're so grateful to have her contribution, especially while the SAG-AFTRA actors and union members are all on strike right now over their rights and their ability to, in the relationship with their work and AI, because that's actually a really big topic that we like to talk about. Sometimes we haven't really dug into that topic too much, but we have not to lose track of that incredible trailer and the people that have contributed, and they've lent their talents because they believe in what it is that we're building, and they believe in how it is that we're building what it is that we're building. And we're building Haven. Haven is a cooperative role-playing game designed for you to go on dynamically generated custom adventures for you and your family and friends. Very simple. We are inspired by games like World of Warcraft, Valheim, Diablo, some of our classics. In fact, I'm a former Blizzard developer, as are other people on our team. And our game was designed by one of the greatest game designers from Blizzard, Chris Zierhut, our chief design officer. And we have put together what we think is literally we want it to be a basic game. Super simple and easy to use. And it's a cross-platform game. I can play it on my phone. I play it every week here on my Mac and on PC, because accessibility is one of the most important things to me personally in game development. I want people to be able to play our game from wherever they are. And, we can go into a whole sidebar conversation about me wanting to play Haven in VR. Like, let's save that for another day, but I really want that. That said, we can play it on our phone. I can play it on my phone. I can play it on my iPad. In fact, my kids are playing the game with us this week from my house on tablets, and you can play it on PC, and we have controller support for console. But there are people out there that actually really need more help to be able to access games. And there's one particular audience that gets the most benefit from an online game like the game that we are making. And those are people who are disabled. People with disabilities that limit their physical access to the rest of the world that we all, in a privileged way, get to access. Like, video games provide an outlet to community, to relationships, to friendships, and to an experience that they might not physically ever be able to experience in their lifetime. But in a video game, they can have full function, and we can kind of fill that gap. But a lot of games don't actually invest in creating accessibility for this particular population. And this gets me to our guest this week. I'm so excited to introduce our guest that I met when we were prepping for a panel at the MIT Gaming Industry Conference this April, in a prep meeting. And he is the CEO of a company called Cephable. And Cephable provides a middleware layer on top of software to allow people with disabilities to control their game with their facial expressions, with their hand, like with broader hand movements, with head movement, head tilting, these incredible ways and accommodations to be able to allow people to come in and participate in the game and move their characters around fully independently, as if they were controlling it with a keyboard and mouse, like anybody who was fully able. So I'd really love to introduce Alex Dunn. Thank you so much, Alex, for joining us today. Let's bring you on.
Yeah, thanks so much for having me.
Thank you. And why did you build Cephable? Could you tell me more about, like, this is such an incredible company that you have?
Thank you. Yeah, so my background's in applied machine learning, mostly in like enterprise technology. Actually, worked on voice assistant software for the last sort of 7-ish years. But right before the pandemic, went home to my family, to my parents' house for Christmas. And I have a younger brother with a disability. I was just watching him try to keep up with his friends in Minecraft, and his disability impacts a lot of his dexterity and fine motor control over things like a controller, a gamepad, or a keyboard and mouse. And so he started to have some challenges, some frustrations, and that sort of turned into falling behind and being left out. And so I wanted to work on alternative inputs, especially after the pandemic hit, and I had a whole lot more time in my basement studio where I am now to do research and tinker. And so I started playing with new forms of voice controls that could adapt to individual speech. You started streaming it all on Twitch. The early prototypes, the first version, for example, of our camera controls was actually using the Snapchat app from a Snapchat hackathon that we did. And from there, I started building physical little hardware boxes called the Enable to Play controller, and realized that instead of having to build those by hand in my basement, I could reach and support a lot more folks with really the sort of magic of the software we were building, from our machine learning models that track your face and head movement for inputs, to our speech recognition that can adapt to your speech over time, to multi-device controls and everything in between. So since then, we've been building Cephable. We've got a great team now, working both on the engineering side, the support side, the community side, and working with game studios to integrate the controls more natively, and to also be able to provide tools that are free for individuals, so that an individual does not have to pay more for expensive hardware or software to play the same games as everyone else. And instead, can just download the Cephable app, link those controls to the apps that they're integrated with, or if you're just using a keyboard and mouse, ask Cephable to generate controls for you for that game, and then you're off and running.
That is absolutely incredible. And I have a particular like motivation, and this is something that you and I bonded around. As you had mentioned your brother, but also my son suffered a stroke when he was about a year old, and I've been alongside him with his therapies and looking to rehabilitate him. And I saw something different, which was how therapeutic video games can be in helping recover function, helping restore, brain connections that might have been damaged, or allow for that neuroplasticity to adapt. But like pulling, somebody out of a therapeutic modality and into video games actually felt like it accelerated my son's rehabilitation so much more. And then secondarily, I have another great friend with a daughter who, has cerebral palsy. Her name is Luna, and she's absolutely incredible, sharp as a whip, top of her class now she's going into 7th grade. And she needs tools like this to be able to engage. She doesn't have cognitive limits. She's fully capable and fully functional and can contribute. But just because she has that physical access challenge and communication challenge, it, can potentially leave her behind. And your tool actually allows her to participate at the same level. It's mind-blowing. Thank you so much for even just thinking of this work, let alone doing it.
Yeah, I love the sort of gamification of therapy idea too. And I want to shout out our head of learning and clinical relationships, Julia Franklin, on our team. She was one of the first people I talked to that actually saw the work I was doing. And that was the first thing that she thought of. So that basically we can take things like our adaptive speech inputs, and she's a speech language pathologist, a speech therapist by trade, although now she does a whole lot of stuff with Cephable. And trying to find ways to basically adapt the speech to what you would otherwise be doing in a speech therapy session and make it something that's engaging and fun. Use basically what you would have to do with the sort of repetitive speech and practice, and turning those into playing not just like therapy games, but any game really, which is pretty awesome.
So cool. Well, speaking of playing games, you want to play a game?
Yeah, let's play a game.
Yeah, let's go.
I shamelessly named my character Cephable, by the way.
Oh, good. Hey, it's a way to rep. I support this. Absolutely.
Awesome.
It's gonna be easy for me to find you too. And also I have a soft spot in my heart for octopuses, so it works.
Yep.
It works out well.
When I logged in earlier, I was like, I immediately saw some of the enemy types, and I was like, oh, this is gonna be perfect. The symbolism is all there.
It's almost like we crafted it. We were fully aligned, even spiritually. Yeah. Coming in. No, our first mobs are. I love our Kraken roots, and I got the bug. But I'm going to try to keep up with you, and I'm going to fix all my abilities because my action bar is all bugged out. But actually, I think I can possibly share my screen too. But why don't you go ahead? Let's
split our screens. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, let's find each other. That's the key part, right? This is a game that brings people together.
Yeah. So one of the things I also did was I set it up to be able to use some of the Cephable controls. With what we could do is just like keyboard and mouse inputs. And so I do have some voice controls that I can use already for some of my spells. I also have some buttons that I set up on my phone that I can tap. So for example, like I can just tap go on my phone and start moving, which is pretty cool. So being able to sort of, I've got my jump set up. I've got, hopefully I can get it to get this is a Cephable issue, by the way, not a, there we go. Okay.
Our game is admittedly buggy, so.
No, it's not you.
Yeah. Well, we broke free of the first challenge. I'm following you, sir.
I love the jump animation, by the way. Okay, let me see if I can cast the spell. Oh, can't use these.
All of our animations were made by an absolute pro, Brian Labor, who is one of my favorite humans. He is also literally, I think he's Captain America, but he looks like a Captain America. But he's also an incredible animator, and he just like went heads down and made some of the greatest animation suites. Like, I don't know, they just appeared, and they were every single one is charming. So much work, one dude. All right, so we killed our Kraken root. These things, do they have a full 8 legs? I can't remember.
I think I'm literally counting them right now. I think maybe 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
The septipod. But yeah, come on into the starting zone. This is your village. We should build something.
Well, we definitely should.
Let's see. Oh, we have a friend.
Hello.
Hey, friend.
Ooh, how did you gesture? Oh, nice.
Yeah, we have some emotes.
I like it.
That was a high priority update to our game. Like, where's our wave emote?
Oh, and there's a dance. This is perfect. Okay, so I see I've got a hammer. Is it? Oh, okay, I see. Now I see the menu popped up. Awesome. An arcane mill. Oh, I assume that's what we're already building. Or what just got started over here.
We have somebody already getting started on the arcane mill. This might be one of my children coming in and just taking care of things for us. Thanks, friends. Hi, Rin.
Ooh.
That's kind of the intention of the game, is that, you know, get the kids to do all the busy work. And we can just ride their coattails. You know, it's all about teaching people, you know, about their individual roles and giving everybody something to do. Oh my goodness. So my delightful son, who inspired our conversation back in April, he's asked to join the stream as well because he wants to meet you.
Ooh, okay. Yeah.
We'll see how it goes. He's one of these people.
Okay, now I get it. We need some wood to build this house. The question is, can I just take? Oh.
Do you have any wood? Harvesting, what every good survival crafting game needs.
Exactly. If you're not deforesting where you're building your home, are you really playing an RPG?
Well, if you notice, like the trees, the only trees that you can interact with are the ones that kind of look like they're dying or don't have leaves.
They're ready for a greater purpose, such as being my house.
Absolutely. Absolutely. I don't know, most survival crafting games that there's not a lot of differentiation in quality of wood from like a larger tree with a log versus like saplings.
Yeah, or just like picking up a stick off the ground.
Yeah, like I'm not going to be building a house with a stick off the ground.
Oh.
Yeah. We made a house.
It's beautiful.
I'm very impressed with your handiwork.
Ooh,
and the requisite jumping.
Individual parts. Ooh.
Yes, this is a super rough implication of the UGC part of our game, where you'll be able to like custom design your whole house.
Oh, I like it.
But there will be gameplay cost. So like if you make major modifications, you're going to need to get more wood and, you know, do some work to be able to make that modification. It just doesn't happen. Even though right now I got it.
Right now you can just simply move the walls back.
Yeah, just don't please ignore the man behind the curtain.
Trap someone in there.
Hashtag game dev. Yeah, I mean we can't open doors in our game, but I can destroy a wall. Yeah.
Perfect.
Now you can get
inside. It's a nice tall door here anyway. I like that.
Absolutely. It'll fit any sort of like ogre race models that we may someday have. If we do or don't, who's to know? Fantastic. So we built a house. So part of our game, your house is actually really important because if you notice at the top of your screen near your health bar, there's a
Yeah.
buff that says that you're rested.
Oh yeah.
If you've been by your house long enough, that is a temporary buff that you only get from your house. So we actually designed the system specifically to incentivize you to have a shorter gaming session to bring you back home. So that like if you run out of it, you're not going to want to stay out in the wild. So that we then you kind of gives you a better handle and shorter runtime, so that you're not out there for like 3 hours endlessly like you would be like with the World of Warcraft.
Yep.
All
Pretty
right.
good buff too. Yeah, it's hard to want to stay out too long. Even just the movement speed being lost.
Yeah, it
when
makes
I
a big
inevitably am
difference.
running from mobs.
Yes, and then in your action bar, you should also have a buff that is your mage buff. If you check it out,
I do see that the Savage Ice. This one
Oh
looks pretty
yeah.
OP. It increases damage and healing by 100%.
Share with me, my friend. I will give you one of my buffs. My buff is called Shielding Light, and it reduces damage
okay.
taken by 50%. So there's the other piece of our game where like you want people with complementary abilities.
Yeah.
But I noticed that we don't have a single warrior.
I'm prepared to be a battle mage.
Well, you have 3 healers. Maybe we could just perpetually like
straight up heal only, and I'll just tank it.
the mage tank. Let's go. I'm up for this. We can throw down to see how it works.
Yeah. Let's see what happens.
I wish us all the best. Okay, so if you double click on that icon, you teleported.
Oh yeah, I'm here.
So this is a sample of one of our procedurally generated zones.
Ooh.
Like our world generates essentially on the fly where you go.
Wow. Okay.
Some of that tech is more built in than others, but this is an example of one of these zones, and we intend to create like dungeons that can be woven in, like dungeon entrances and boss mobs and various quest events, all catered to like the people that end up being tossed into the zone. But that's where we get to matchmake and combine up to like 100 people in this space.
Wow.
So imagine like a battle royale generated specifically for the group of players, but like you are going to go back there multiple times. And maybe it'll take about a week for all the players to clear and complete their objectives.
And then you jump back home, you get rested up, you dive a little bit deeper.
Absolutely. It's a Diablo style of vibe, you know?
I like it.
Somebody's trading with me. No.
Trying to offload all of the wood.
Yes. Well, we need resources because at the arcane mill, there is also a crafting bench.
Okay. So I shouldn't just be here farming Kraken roots.
I mean, you could be. I will support you in your culling of the cephalopod population.
It does feel a little bit sacrilege to the Cephable brand to be farming the cephalopods.
You know what?
I guess they're not, right? Because they've got 7, so they got 7 appendages. So it's the antithesis.
Then maybe you're okay. But you know, it's all about the terrestrial cephalopods.
True.
Like
we're an ocean-faring people.
Yes. They came out of a joke where we had a whole combat system set up for like harvesting, so that you would have to attack trees, and like you could use your abilities against the trees and things like that. And we early on, one of the tree stumps popped out of the ground and like started attacking us. And I'm like, imagine if it were whipping us with its roots.
They're
It'd be like a stump spider. So it grew from there, the legend of the stump spiders. All right. So which way do we want to go?
Well, I see some houses over here. I kind of want to see what's up over there.
Let's go check it out. I'm
Someone
with
is
you.
trading with me. I'm receiving honey.
Aw.
Oh,
That's my daughter.
geez,
She's
they're
like,
uploading everything. Thank you.
hi, Mom. My daughter's generous. Thank you, dear.
Okay.
All right, this way.
Oh, it's like quite the manor over there.
But don't forget to harvest. It's so cute.
Like aggroed a wolf.
Uh-oh, I'm aggroed. Shoot. Oh God, I got another one. This may not go very well.
All right, I pulled aggro off the first one.
Okay. I wish you luck over there. I think I have like one attack spell.
Boom.
Yes. I'm so proud of us. These wolves, man, they're toughies.
No, they definitely seem to have a lot more HP than the little Kraken roots too.
Yeah, don't mess with them too much. They also have a larger aggro radius, so they may get ads. Uh-oh. That's cool. See, we just need a mage with the ranged attacks.
I know, with the especially with the buff. I mean, I'm two-shotting the Kraken roots. Uh-oh.
Kill him. These poor Kraken roots never knew what hit them. This is our game about building community. Let's just kill all the puppies and octopuses. Rin died. No, I let Rin die. I'm a terrible healer. Oh, I'm so sorry. Rin says me dead. Oh, I shouldn't let you die.
Huge heal. Oh, I think
My
there's a
damage
wolf
and
in
heals.
here.
No, I don't think we can get in. But this could be like a cool dungeon entrance or a
Yeah.
Again, our system allows us to set up like a whole scripted vignette that can take you with almost like a fairy portal into a different section of world.
Oh wow.
It's cool.
I love that mechanic.
A nested dynamic content. I mean, they Diablo did such a great job of making you feel like you were exploring a world, but then like once you got to the end game, like the rifts, you could just keep cranking and cranking.
Yeah.
But the game became a little bit too much about the gear sets and less about actually playing.
Just min-maxing all day long.
Yep. It was an item hunter's dream game. We're doing okay out here. I'm surprised.
I know. Honestly, these spells are they're crushing.
I think we need to tune this game a little bit harder. That's my opinion.
Should I not be able to just like double cast and then not worry about it?
You're acting like you're a WoW, a fire mage.
I know.
Just a quick fire blast. And then just taking things down constantly. That's how, that was my experience of playing WoW.
Yep. My first playthrough of WoW, I did the bear druid. Ooh. Mostly because of the look out for the bar druid meme from years and years ago.
Nice. So I think we actually found the end of this particular terrain. We don't have endless terrain turned on, mostly just to save money on server costs.
Yeah. So you're saying I shouldn't jump?
Well, if you never want to see your character again.
Oh no, the call to the void.
Yes, no, resist the urge. No, don't walk toward the light. Walk toward that other light.
Oh yeah, the actual light. Okay, okay.
What is that? What could that be?
Ooh. You know I have a temptation to just follow anything shiny.
Well, then our game is made for you, my friend. Part of the core story of our game is that Shadow has overrun reality and cast the entire world in an eternal darkness. So yeah.
So
I
light,
just want
the beacons are very much the true calling to light.
yes,
Ooh,
and
teleport to is it Kabalmat's lair?
hey, you know,
It looks like a happy beacon, but this sounds like a not happy place to go. I'm ready.
It's a
I'm ready.
lair.
Let's do it.
Okay,
We gotta go before our rest is up.
Oh
We're about
gosh,
to lose
yes,
our
we only
rest
have
buff.
we only have seconds left. Uh-oh.
Okay. I definitely can feel the ads in this fight. my game sense is tingling.
Uh-oh.
Hold on. We gotta rebuff.
Okay, I'm gonna rebuff you. Oh, we got a tank. Oh, we have
Yes.
friends. Yes. Oh. Woo.
Woo.
Oh, see? It's always a good thing when you have friends. I lost my rested buff though. But
Some
word to the
incredible
wise,
timing.
if you hang out by a fire, you do
Ooh,
get
you
faster
get a
mana
rest.
and health regen.
Oh, nice.
Especially if you stand on top of it.
Is this a trap? Is this a? You also get a you're
Yes.
on fire effect.
Rin,
Oh, yep.
do
I got
you
a buff
have-
Ren.
And then Frank the tank.
I got Frank the tank buffed.
I will heal
We
you.
are all buffed with Savage Ice.
Let's do this. Take down Cobblemont. Uh-oh.
Oh, jeez. Just immediate damage.
Oh, gosh. Oh, and we lost our tank.
Oh, no. I have aggro.
Oh.
I froze him.
See, skill matters.
Does this mean that I can also... Oh, I don't even need the fire. I've got just the best healers around. Just freeze him again. Stay there.
Let's see if Frank can make it back in time. Just keep stunning him. Oh, he may be bugged too. Or you've got him nicely stunned.
I've got him, yeah. Oops, I got the wrong one there. Ooh, target must
Oh,
be
no,
chilled
I have him
before.
stunned because my Searing Light puts stasis on him.
Oh, yeah. And he's
And so-
chilled, and now he's frozen.
Yep. Oh, we got him under control. But you're our only damage, so, you know.
This is fine. I'll just... I'm saying just far enough away in case he comes out of his stasis.
Oh, see, Frank said it's still only level 1 and this might not go well, so, you know.
I don't know. We're doing some good damage.
Oh, here we go. Frank is back.
Uh-oh, I'm out of mana. I've
Do you have
got
any
some pots
mana
that I looted
potions?
though. Yep.
Get in there. If you're out of mana, you can go up by the fire too.
I have a
And they'll
couple
help you
more
regen.
potions I can use.
Cooldown on the potions might be a little long.
Uh-oh.
Oh man, this stasis is totally OP.
Yep. The stasis and frozen. Is this good?
Hey,
You can just set up
Cobblemont.
good cycles.
Let it go.
Oh yeah, you're right. I'm gonna have to go. Oh gosh, he's still staring at me even as I turn.
He
Excuse
wants
me,
to get
Kabblemont.
you.
I just need some mana over here. Nothing to see here.
Just refill. Oh, I'm almost out myself.
Oh, I can actually hit him from here.
Oh, that's cheating.
Uh-oh. I believe it's an intended mechanic that I'm just using to my advantage.
We'll take it. You can see how, hard it is to
he's out.
boss
He's out.
encounters.
The stasis left.
Oh, gosh, but he's running away.
Oh, no,
or
back.
he's coming after us. Uh-oh, this isn't good.
Rin, run!
Oh, I saved Rin's life. Frank.
I'm freezing him again.
Oh, gosh. I don't have any potions.
He almost got him.
Oh my goodness, this is so close. We lost Frank
Yes.
again.
No, Frank! Right at the end.
Oh my goodness, but we did it. Oh God, now you did get an ad.
Oh no, save me. No!
Did you die? Oh,
I died.
I tried to put stasis on it, but it wasn't as effective as it was on Cobblemont. It just kept biting you. I'm so sorry it ate your face.
That's okay.
You can actually run back. There's a little shortcut.
Okay.
If you
Where's
run,
my shortcut?
If you look to
Is
the
it
left,
the green light one that?
No, there's a blue light. So turn to the right. There's a series of rocks hiding a couple of lightsabers pointing in the sky.
Oh, is it over here?
Keep looking more to the right. More.
Oh,
there it is. You recognize that suspicious looking tree? Yes. And you're back.
I'm back.
Oh, hello.
Incredible.
Well, there you go. Hey, thanks for taking down Cobblemont. Did you get some fat loot? Oh my goodness.
Oh.
Frank.
Frank actually just made a new dance move. I can get behind this.
You spin me right round, baby, right round. It's not. Oh, he's stuck. It's not letting him release. There should be a way to resurrect too. I'll make this statement for the AI reader later. We need an ability to be able to resurrect people so that when they can't release, we can bring them back. And who's spinning? Rin is spinning right round. So what do you think of Haven?
I love it. I love a lot of the different mechanics. I feel super overpowered as a mage, which I'm always a big fan of feeling overpowered.
That's fair.
I love the sort of world generation, that sort of like dynamic depth. I forget the word you used exactly to it, but I think that just makes for like a really fun experience. And also, to the point you made, it is definitely more fun with friends because I don't know if we were going to be able to make that boss fight work with just the two of us without Frank the Tank's honorable sacrifice.
But like, didn't that feel good when like friends showed up and we're like,
yeah,
oh,
I was. We walked in. I was immediately intimidated, and then two more people came in. I was like, okay, we got this.
Yeah.
It was like cinematic timing.
Perfect. It couldn't have planned it any twice sacrifice.
Twice the sacrifice. True. That's true.
Well, you know what? He volunteered as tribute and took one 2 times for the team. So thank you, Frank. Thank you. Oh my goodness. Well, awesome. Thank you so much for playing. And were you able to did you test any of the Cephable controls?
Yeah.
How did that go?
It's good. I can actually show you a couple of them with voice controls or with buttons. But for example, I can go up and like click on a Kraken root and then just tap a button on my phone when I'm actually in range. So if I move close enough, like I have a button on my phone I can tap just for like my spell 1 and spell 2. So I'm hands off my keyboard right now. But if I'm able to hit larger customizable buttons, whether it's on a tablet that I could be having on my lap or on my desktop, I can customize those buttons, which is really cool. So I didn't even have to click on anything. And then movement stuff is good. There's definitely some things, and it's typical with most game engines with movement where stuff can get stuck. But when we're actually integrated, that's not really a problem. It's more like the Windows event system doesn't play well with certain for dynamic inputs anyway. But I can also do things with voice controls, which I tested. So what's really cool too is like we could set up voice commands for like each of the spell or ability names, so that when you're speaking them, you can actually just say the name of the spell. It's a little bit like lightning bolt, but you can actually have
that
each
would
of
be so
those things
amazing.
casted.
Are you kidding? I want to cast magic missile into the darkness, like, and if I could do that with my voice, and have it actually do something, like, like dream come true. Hello.
Yeah, I mean, if you ever want to try it now, you can download even just the you're on Mac. You said you can download the Mac app and just I can send you the controls that I have set up. In this case, I'm on my Windows app. So I have like a mage build. I've got like my key binds. So for 2 and 3, I can for example to hit the number 2, I can say spell 1. Like my 2 is water bolt, so I could just add a voice command here and just say like, oh well, this should be water bolt. And then when I say water bolt, it'll actually cast it.
Whoa! You want to test it?
Yeah. Let's do it. Okay.
And we had a question that how can other games integrate Cephable into their stuff, or does it stand alone?
A little bit of both. So let me pause voice control so it doesn't start picking it up. If you are playing on PC or on Mac, you can map some keyboard shortcuts with voice commands and face expressions, which you can just sort of do out of the box. Not every game works with them though. Like certain games like anti-cheats will block virtual inputs, for example. But for other developers to integrate it, we collaborate with them to add our SDKs and tools to then be able to add the controls natively. And so the way that it sort of looks is like in like your settings for the game, you'd be able to link your Cephable account, and then you'd have all of your controls added automatically for you for that game. So for example, when we start diving into this stuff with Haven, like someone could link their Cephable account to Haven, and then immediately they could have their mage profile added with all the voice commands like already pre-configured, so you don't have to sort of like go in and manually add it.
You have like a template.
Yeah, exactly. A whole bunch of different templates for the different abilities and different class types or different builds. And then you just use the Cephable app to say start camera controls or start microphone controls. You can download the mobile app to add those other inputs as well, like the virtual buttons I was just showing. But it's actually like once we start collaborating, it's pretty straightforward. It's like a few lines of code to get started, and then of course you can go wild and customize. Like in theory, you could add all that same remapping UI that we have in our app like natively into your games. But it's really easy just to add like someone links their account. All the heavier like complex computing and stuff is already handled on the Cephable app side. So our goal is to make it really easy for players to play, of course, but the easiest way to make it easy for players is to make it easy for the developers too. So
it's amazing, and I'm so excited for our partnership and being able to build this into Haven so that we have this. Like, talk about a statement that it makes for us to build accessibility and controls for the disabled into our game at a friends and family alpha stage.
Yeah, it's so awesome. I can't wait to like really see it all start to come together. And next time we do a play test, be able to just play the whole thing with voice and face movement instead of having to even use a keyboard or mouse or a controller.
That would be incredible. Okay, let's do this water bolt as our like closing move.
Okay. So I'm going to start my microphone.
Good, we have a sacrifice in range.
Oh, I can't click that one. Oh, you know what? I need to buff first.
Oh, yeah, you do. Hold on. I got you.
Water bolt.
Ooh.
There it goes.
Uh-oh.
Oh, I did not know I was going to aggro all of them. Where's my retreat button? Run away!
Perfect.
Water
this
bolt.
Is exactly as it needed to happen. No,
Water bolt.
Now I have aggro. Oh God, I'm gonna die.
Water bolt.
I'll take it.
Water bolt. Water bolt. Oh no,
it's
it
the
didn't
best.
queue. There it goes.
Quick,
Wait, there's still more. Oh my gosh.
help,
Water bolt.
help, help.
Water
I'm being
bolt.
repressed. Oh, and I'm very snared. I'm
Water
super
bolt.
snared.
Water bolt. Water bolt.
See, the
Water
use case
bolt.
came true.
Maybe doing this for an entire stream with voice only could be a little hectic. Water bolt.
Oh, I'm dying though.
Spell 2. Spell 2. Spell 2. Oh, it's ice spear. I need to add that. Water bolt.
Oh.
One more. Spell 2.
Oh gosh, there's still one more aggro.
Water
I'm
bolt.
running. I'm out of here. Wait, I'm not running very fast.
We did it.
Woohoo! I can't cheer anymore because I'm like
So much for that easy. Let's send one water bolt out to see what happens.
Perfect. Oh my god, I couldn't have ended that stream any better. Thank you so much for joining us, Alex, and thank you so much for partnering with us and doing some incredible things for gamers everywhere.
Yeah, thanks so much for having me.
Oh, and there's the air horn.
There's the air horn. Also, I love all the water bolts in chat.
Yes. Inspirational. All right, friends. Thank you so much for joining us on our weekly stream, and we'll catch you all next week with our next guest. And thanks, Alex, for joining us, and have a wonderful weekend. Bye, y'all.
Hit that button and buy a t-shirt with a dragon on it, and that will help us keep making some awesome games. Looks like this. I've already seen a Unleashed t-shirt out in the wild that I wasn't wearing, and I'm super excited about seeing more of them. So, yeah, buy a t-shirt.